skip the intro. Whatever. They really need to build a better staging area for the raid. Oh right, I changed my key. Goodbye, Besker. It was nice knowing you. That was pretty funny. Oh, that was pretty funny, actually. Oh. So. I now have raid logs from 3 different raids, 2 of which are dagger, and 1 of which is axe. These are from AQ40. Where the F is it? Oh, there it is. So let me pull these out, and I want to go over them while I'm waiting for the raid to start. Should be any minute. Where is my is it window? Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, that's it. Boop. Okay. So, these are my axe logs. And then we have 2 sets of backstab logs. One where I did pretty piss poor, and another one where I did reasonably well. So what's interesting is damage-wise, axes are kind of in between the 2. That doesn't tell us a whole lot. But I want to compare just my logs on each one. Where am I? It's in order of damage, so it's gonna be difficult. Zenrai and and Zenrai. There we go. Let's compare individual fights and see if that gives us any information. We'll just start on the prophets. Now this fight is difficult because there's all this running around, so it's probably not a good one to start with, but yeah. And there's also instances where you get mind controlled and start murdering other players, which is also not great. But you can see that generally axes seem to just be on par there. This is the same guild that we ran it with in the past, so I don't see any situation where it would be bad. Fancris might be the best one to check. Let's check Fancris the Unyielding here.
Great Dark Beyond. You are mere pawns in an abandoned chess game.
Okay, I fucked up. I accidentally closed one of the windows. Fancris. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I wish I had the third one, because that one was probably a better indicator. Deadly and corrosive. So, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like the additional poison applications I'm getting from the combat axes is more than making up for any damage loss from losing backstab. And Sinister Strike isn't that far behind backstab anyways. Okay, it's 4k behind. But that seems to be made up for with the poison applications. Yes. Alright. Let's start applying our various stuffs. Bah. These Dark Claws are the ones who send out the bolt,
5,
the Shadow
4,
Bolt that kills
3,
everyone, so
2,
we just need to
1.
kill them fast enough and it'll be fine. Or not.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not having poisons is bad. Poison good. Use poison. I mean, it didn't matter too much because these are mostly ghosts, but it would have gotten me some extra damage on the Ragers and stuff. Huh? No. Ah, fuck. There is a Darkbringer here. I installed the Peepo Bigwigs and I'm not seeing any messages about anything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34, 35, 36, 37. Sunray on. Oh, look at that. That's the Peepo Bigwig stuff. Interesting. I'm still not getting any messages about when to kick these guys, though, so it's a little bit worrisome.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's immune. Ah, weird loot table. Old one. Probably the Keratin one. Drop a mailbox here. Get rid of all these fish. Huh. Ah, I didn't make thorium grenades. That's what I should have been doing. Oh well. Whoops. Going to go deadly and corrosive 2. Left side today. Natural mineral water. Meh. Not collected. Oh my god. Hello, Katie. It's hanging fine, I guess. Or is the correct answer down around my ankles? Which actually would be terrible, so I don't know why people say that. What's with the stash? What do you mean? I'm Omni-Man. Look what they have to do to imitate even a fraction of our power. We'll see. Halloween's not for a long time, so I'm not sure I can maintain this look. Texan redneck vibes? What the fuck? Well, at least he didn't. At least he didn't call me a cop. That would have been the worst. I gotta do a corrupted shard farm soon. Damn it. Let's not do that. Hey, King Lich, how's it going? Ah, ah, ah. Good, good. Critical strike chance of backstab by 30%. 40, 50, 60, 70. So 75% chance of backstab. Is there any way to get that to 100%? Probably not. You've bought a beach tent that unfolds itself in 3 seconds. Obviously couldn't fold it back again. Well, wife told me to leave it outside and whoosh, the wind blew it away next morning. Oh, man. That's the worst. You know, this green screen behind me, I had a similar issue initially. I could not figure out how to fold it back up. So I practiced it all day. And then the next day I was able to fold it better. And then I didn't use it for like 2 weeks and then I forgot. And then I had to relearn it. But it was, I've got it down now. It's like muscle memory, how to turn my hands exactly right to make it fold into a little tiny circle thing. But yeah, I think anything that is collapsible, I think you got to practice with that before you take it out into the wild. Arg. Crit and crit. What the? Oh. They're explaining this fight. You bought it. Wait, what? You find it 3 levels below at its neighbor? So it's unfolded in the middle of the living room again. Now you can learn how to do it properly. I mean, if it's anything like this stupid green screen, once you learn it, it's just muscle memory. It's the exact same thing like sleeping, like a sleeping bag, where it's just simply bigger than the bag you're supposed to put it back into. Oh yeah, 100%. It's the same with this thing. If you don't fold it up correctly, you'll never get it back inside the bag. What's interesting about it is that it is a circle. And it folds itself into a very small circle. About 1/3 the size. It's quite impressive, actually. But you guys can't see it because it's a green screen on a green screen. Boom. No, you guys are still staring at my... Why didn't anyone mention that they were staring at that stuff? I guess nothing's going on. Alright. What else is going on here? Oh shit, ready check. Yes, I'm ready. What's another good one? Maybe Uru? Let's check Uru. I think the problem for Cthulhu is that I wasn't alive very long on Cthulhu on this particular raid. 71k, 76k. Ooh. One moment while I get rid of this. Alright, we're about to go. Boop! Hi, Kinsey. How you doing? Hi, Industrial Archive. You've watched 3 separate videos and couldn't figure out what the fuck they're doing different. That's the pain. Until you figure out the muscle memory of how to fold it up, it just won't work. My last Medivh's Merlot. Gnarl Moon. You're usually a man of patience, but these things make you go 0 to 60 in record time. You just have to do it correct once, and then remember how it feels. The problem is getting that first correct time. With anything that pop-out folds, it will feel wrong to put it away correctly. It feels like you're going to break it sometimes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm on the red side. All right. We're waiting for moon calls. Wow. We use the Demon Sling Potion. Lunar shift. All right. I think we might wait. Yikes. I didn't see the lunar shift go off, but yeah, get away, get away, get away. Ah. It... All right, they've called to die. Oh boy. Disappointing. Behold the lunar shift. Hmm. What killed the mages? I don't know. Ah. Vampiric gloom. No. Already got it there. Perfect. 23 minutes on most buffs. Hmm.
I should have never kept a dark rider as a guard dog. Useless doesn't even begin to cover it.
I need another deadly on. There we go. That's amazing. It's still less time than this. Fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The moon, it calls. What am I taking damage from? Shift. Lunar shift, run away! I did not see the lunar shift happen. Whoa. I can't get his back. There we go. Lunar shift in 2 seconds. 1, run. I can see it happening. Okay. Elves. Could have waited longer on that slice and dice, but that's alright. Kill him. Okay. No cookies needed. Need that backstab. 8 seconds to lunar shift. Run. Let's see. I assume it went off. Okay. So we lost our main tank, but I don't think we're doomed. Lunar shift in 5, 4, 2, run. Okay. Is it me? I'm gonna eat a... Oh shit. Did he get me? I can't tell. No, he didn't. What is this absorb? Oh shit. Am I... No? I am bleeding. Badly. What are all these bleeds from? Not quite yet. Next. Owl and Rage. 12 seconds. Dead. The crown is like the chat order of who is the current reigning champion of chat. The more you chat, the higher you go. Right now, you're KT's number 1 and you're number 2. I slicked my hair back and dyed it blonde like Wesker, but grew a porn stash to go with it. I didn't dye it blonde. I dyed it brown. And then I shaved the sides to do an Omni-Man with the stash. And, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're number 1. Well done, Scott. Well done. You are indeed the king of chat. There is none higher at this moment in time. I don't know. These are YouTube's new engagement things. Seems to be working on you. Huh? Shaving the sides of your head is very fashy. Oh, it's not. That's just modern style. It's also the same haircut that Omni-Man has. I don't know. Omni-Man is very fashy this as well, though. It's basically an authoritarian tyrant, so maybe it works. Womp womp womp. Deadly poison. Let's refresh. Why not? Sure. Richard Spencer too. What? It's a very fashionable hairstyle these days. I don't know what to tell you. still have to buff? Uh-oh. I don't seem to have everything. What buff am I missing? Usually there's 8. Oh, it's the intelligence one. I don't need that. Never mind. Ah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Giant demon worgen dog. Nice. No, fuck. That's my last demon sling. Lunar shift coming. Run away. Okay. Lunar shift coming. Run away? No. Use some cooldowns. Oh no. He's on me. Now on rage 20 seconds. What are we doing? I'm fucked. Blood boiled again. Lunar shift. Whoops. I'm gonna eat a health stone. Shit. Let's try bandaging. Well, I got blood boiled, so I got fucked again. Siphoned. Lunar shift coming soon. Lunar shifts. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Okay. Oof. I am still red. I do have some crap on me. Okay. Oh. I think we got this. The end. Woo! And I lived. Ooh, blood moon. And torn wings of midnight. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice axe. Best offhand axe in the game. What the hell? Wait, you grew a mustache and have a Richard Spencer haircut? It's King of Chat. I'm declaring this to the start of your fash stage. Hail, Dave. Let's not do that, please. Rejected from the prestigious Academy of Larian. Art Academy. You're now going to write a book about your struggle against the game devs and how they control America? No. I forgot to roll my T-Mog. Oh well. If I ever visit Germany, they'll interrogate me for hours at the border. I made a Hitler joke in Germany, and that did not go over well. I did not get the memo when I first arrived there about how bad that was. I just heard a sound effect that I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, that's a Steam message. Oh, God. It probably just wasn't funny. It wasn't very funny, no. Hugo Boss branded cool shades? What the fuck? Is Porsche a German company? I have Porsche glasses now. How's that? Is that more fashy? These glasses are too good. I cannot successfully raid while wearing these. Back to my nerd glasses. Ah, there we go. No. I turned into an Ubermensch when I took the glasses off. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, where's the other one? Lol. What? Oh dear. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Whoa, whoa. Oh, no, no, no. No, fuck. God damn it. Crystal Sword of Stamina. Bah. Alright, we'll release and we will run back. No. Alright. That was unfortunate. But someone got feared into the Drake. And the Drake has like a ridiculous breath weapon thing. I'm pretty sure that's what killed me. Let's see if I can find out. No. It was a mana bolt from a whelp and a thunderclap from the Dragon Guard. So yeah, not great. Not great. Tremor worked, so yes. Porsche is very much German, Dave. How's it going in Curzon? We downed Gnarl Moon. He dropped another axe. Of course, it's already SR'd because everyone's SRing all the early loot because they know that's all we can take down. But we haven't gotten to the second boss yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in a second. Porsche used to make Tiger tanks? Wow. Didn't know that. Alright, we're gonna switch to an instant poison main hand, and we'll leave the corrosive 2 on there, I suppose. We'll just replace things as they fall off, I guess. Because I don't want to have to... I need to make a lot more poisons in the future, I think. So, what did the... Ooh. What did the... Whelp and Mana Scale Dragon Guard? Who's this guy? He does a Thunderclap, which absolutely wrecked me. See, there's that Thunderclap damage. It hurts a lot. One version of the failed Porsche Tiger. Porsche is more known for its famous Ferdinand tank destroyer. Unfortunately, it was a failure, so they're known for failure? Wait a minute. All these automotive companies are actually military-industrial complex companies? What? Oh boy. Everything comes comes back to the military-industrial complex. We're all doomed. Are they gonna pull that or not? Grab it! Grab it! No. Oh man, all these missed opportunities. Where's the better cookies? Where is better healthstone?
Three, two, one.
Okay. During wartime economy, how else does one stay above the waterline? You need to get those war orders of production to come in at all times. Yeah, and then the US just never stopped doing it. So, now we are doomed. Where's the cool books? Where's the Ratpocalypse? No Ratpocalypse. No haste book.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What are we doing? God damn it. The real fear. Yay. Just a short Google version. Which American companies worked on the world famous Sherman tank? Chrysler, Detroit, Tank, Arsenal, Fisher. What? Body, a division of General Motors, Ford, and several locomotive companies like American Locomotive, Baldwin Locomotive, and Lima Locomotive. So basically everybody. Basically everybody. They all have blood on their hands. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Except, ironically, Tesla. Though it did provide Starlink to Ukraine. Oh no. We're not skipping. We're not skipping these because it got us killed several times last time. Ha!
5, 4, 3, 2.
God damn it. What the fuck? Holy shit. God damn it. I gotta do something about that. I thought I'd lock these so that they didn't do that anymore, but it... clearly not. Uh-oh. Crystals, kill. Is that the haste book? Where's the haste book? Oh, man. Nah. Where's the haste book? Fuck. Oh, well, whatever. Someone used the haste book? Someone must have used it. Ooh, Boots the Grand Crusader. Wow, straight to MS. Nobody had that on their list, I guess. Formidable. I always wonder whenever everyone is feared on those mob groups, do you guys never have a melee shaman anti-fear totem available? We do have tremor totems, yes. But we only have 2 shaman, so I don't know what the cooldown is on it. WoW is a game that requires several months to make your class do real cool things like machine gun, arcane missiles, or rolling ignite. We did earlier on. Tremor Totem has a range, so if someone's outside that range, then it doesn't go very well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Are we not on X? Shit. Where is he going? No, this is annoying. Fuck! Feel like you can play through the campaign of Devil May Cry and be able to do all the cool stuff as soon as you're able. Probably. You can't get kicked off the ramp. Oh, I guess you could. Okay. No. Oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah. Apparently he pushed him into the wall. Alright, I'm gonna drink a greater arcane protection potion just to prep for this phase. Whoa. Hello, Mike PW. How are you doing? So this next fight, we've never downed this boss. We'll hopefully be able to do it. Let's get the arcane potions up on my bar. Oof. Let's see how this goes. I wish there was a raid where the trash is just a big pile of trash blocking the way. It takes approximately 2 hours to kill and siphons off a few gold every few minutes. Scott? Bad designer. No cookie. No cookie for you. Soul well. You love this kind of progression. It's what it should look like in the first place. Either being a viewer seeing the player experimenting as the stream goes, or be a player oneself with that stupid pre-established training on something like a test server where it's all already micromanaged. I know, right? I only wish that we had a slightly more dedicated group and that we hadn't missed so many weeks in a row of doing progression on this. Because I think we'd be a lot further along if we did have people. But whatever. Life gets in the way of progression. What do you think normal raid trash is? Generally, you make money off of normal raid trash, so I don't know what you mean. You said that you would lose gold, but in general, you gain gold. Unless you're wiping on it all the time, which you shouldn't be wiping on trash. And the trash occasionally drops good loot, so I don't know what you mean at all. I think you haven't played World of Warcraft as a raider in so long that you don't remember how it works. Blah. I don't know. I'm unhappy that I'm using Peepo Bigwigs, but we'll see. We'll see what it tells me for this fight. All right, for this fight, we're gonna go Deadly main hand and Corrosive 2 offhand. Bah, you're super new to Turtle, but thinking melee survival hunter. How are they doing in endgame content? I don't know about endgame content. I don't think people are used to having them in raids. But generally they do good DPS, even the new build, so I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to try it. Talking about trash and trash blocking the way, I always wondered why not introduce something akin to Warcraft 3 where you had to burst a giant door open or a giant boulder. In Karazhan, have a giant decrepit door that has to be DPS to open it up. Actually, I did have a few raid ideas that involved something like that. Basically, it was like waves of mobs are coming from behind like cockroaches. You just have to DPS those down with AoE stuff. And then the melee are in the front actually beating down the door to get to the next area as it slowly starts to fill up with water. And it'll put you all underwater. And then people obviously use underwater breathing stuff, but at that point you can't move forward. Maybe it'll be acid. Maybe it's lava. They're iron doors you have to beat through, and it's lava rising up behind you. That would actually make more sense. Anyways, what's the reason they aren't seen in raids? Generally, if you want a hunter in your raid, you want it because it's ranged. And you can respec pretty easily in Turtle WoW because you can just get the respecking tool at Gurubashi Arena. So most people who are hunters will just be asked to do ranged because most fights need ranged more than they need melee. That isn't to say that they're bad, though. And depending on the raid, you could certainly do early raiding as one. And then you could probably swap between fights if there are fights where it's better to be melee for a hunter. But I haven't really seen a melee hunter in raid yet. What are they doing? Okay. Still figuring stuff out. Damn it. If someone misses an attack, they hit the big bell right next to the door and summon a big rock that rolls over the melee DPS. No. Bad designer, no cookies. That's two, Scott. That's two no cookies. Jesus. No, you don't insta-kill the whole raid because of a miss. You can't do that because the misses are random anyways. That's kind of sad to hear. Oh, why? Just because it's an unknown. That's a good thing. It could be that melee hunters are super awesome in late stage raids. I don't know. It's Turtle WoW Mysteries of Azeroth, not Turtle WoW everything is already figured out, so don't even bother trying. Not the whole raid, just the melee. That would end the raid. That would kill 20% of the raid right there, or more. Bah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it'd be about 20% of the raid. That would end the raid. You can't do that. Season of already discovered, exactly. And no one would stop you if you join Nerds of a Feather. No one would stop you from being a survival hunter. It is a casual raiding guild. It's not like retail where they're like, oh, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, fuck you. Not like that at all. So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about what's the best either. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're having fun. Let me see here. I don't want to refresh that. We're probably gonna wipe, so I'm just gonna 8 minutes is more than enough to wipe, so I'll leave those as they are. I will use the firewater though. Alright, I got a bead on it, and it's a 1 second cast, so waiting for 1 second left.
5, 4, 3.
Fire. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, no? Nope. Hooey. Oh god, what was that lag? Alright, he's... Is he casting the rain on himself? I can't tell. What? Where is the Layseeker? Okay, there he is. He AoE'd on me, and there's nothing I could do about that. Ooh. Let me check what that damage was. It was Mana Scale Whelps Frostbolt. 3k, 3k, 3k. Ow. 3 Mana Scale Whelp Frost Bolts. 9k. Damn it. Wait, what the hell are you guys talking about over there? All their friends looking for treasure, some gold. It's not known who this shadow belongs to, so there's a perfect chance for spoony style betrayal. What the hell are you talking about? Cthulhu has no arms. He's an eye with a tummy. That's what you see. That's not what he actually is. Yogg Saron is a mouth that doesn't eat you. Oh my god. You're gonna get my whole channel shut down, Scott. What the hell? You got to keep his hygiene intact. Can't eat bad digestible gnomes. Those are made out of stone. Anyways. No, they're made out of metal. Remember, gnomes are automatons made flesh. They're not earthen. They have no connection to Azeroth whatsoever. Let's check my repair bill.
Good day to you.
8 gold. Not bad. Fuck. Oh boy. Kanye's new favorite. What the hell? Ah. I'm starting to think about maybe I'm gonna run Sheen of Zanza on this and see what happens. The first offensive spell cast against the user. I don't think that works on an AoE, does it? I'll lose a bunch of HP when that happens. Hmm. Oh, you can swap wands. That's right, because they're weapons. Kanye is a trash human being. I can't stand that guy. I got no idea who would give him those lines to say. Oh. Why are we talking about Kanye? I don't want to talk about him. I don't even listen to his music. I have no interest in him whatsoever. My favorite rapper? No, it's Eminem. I'm a white boy. What do you want? What do you want from me? Really? Really what? I picked the one white guy. He has the most interesting rhymes. I don't know what to tell you. It appeals to me as someone who was an aspiring poet when I went into college before that dream was crushed by a professor who said I wasn't ready. Wasn't ready to what? Learn how to do poetry better? Jesus Christ. Alright, let me think here. I'm not going to use this until after we get these guys down. And then I'm going to switch to it. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Oh, shit. I'm going to eat that one. Alright, well. How are we stopping those explosions? How? Okay. Am I not on his back? Why am I not getting any backstabs? That's really weird. I am not taking any damage. I haven't even taken any damage from should I have redone my... It is indeed the affinities that are killing us. I cannot fucking hit this guy. What's going on? Oh, fuck. Nope. That's it. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Frost damage. See, I should have switched to the Sheen. Mana Scale Whelps, Mana Scale Frostbolt hits you for 3k. 3k Arcane Explosion plus 3k Frost damage. All right. Your favorite rapper is Dave, end of discussion. I'm not a rapper. Oh, you don't like rappers. There you go. Hilarious that you had your dreams crushed by a pretentious professor. That seems to happen to a lot of guys with German surnames. I know, but I'm not German. And my dreams were not crushed. I did go make video games after that, so... I was just interested in poetry, and he sort of crushed that interest in poetry by being a dick. Not quite the same thing. I was not an aspiring... Like, I didn't think I would become a poet laureate or something. I am not German at all, no. I checked. I look like a popular German guy? How dare you? I am Finnish. That is true. Close players. Yay. Is this the rat apocalypse? Yay, rats! Ugh. Now look, if I shaved off the sides of this, then it would be what you're talking about. But no. Your end draws near. 17 minutes should be enough. 20 minutes on that. 15 minutes on this. the famous German streamer. What? Such a convincing English dialect? Perfect chameleon, no one will know? Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell, guys? How dare you? How frickin' dare you? Alright. So, if I get hit by those spells, I'm gonna swim. Alright, let's get the rest of my food buffs up. In theory, switching to the Sheen of Zanza will at least let me last a little bit longer. I'm gonna go back to... Let's refresh my dead... No, we don't need to. We don't need to. 7 minutes should be... fine. Make a donation goal to shave your mustache like that one German guy. No, I am not that kind of streamer. I don't know where you got the idea that I would allow you guys to dictate anything I do. But definitely not that. And to get some cool shades like Wesker. I have some shades. I'm just not going to wear them while I'm playing the game. Here's what I'll do. I'll put a 50,000 bot ladder, and if we reach it, I'll buy an OLED monitor. How's that sound? Touch of Chaos. Oh, it's a wand. I feel there should be a magical spellbinder mob that summons falling bookshelves made out of arcane magic. That sounds very much like a Symphony of the Night kind of enemy. Alright. Let me get in range here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. I'm going to X, I think. I just saw that. I'm gonna drink this again. See, he's not facing the... Oh. Don't go through that. Don't go through that. Alright. Ooh. Alright, I'm switching to Sheen. I'm gonna bandage. And then I'm gonna go in a... I'm not gonna go in the boss. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Okay, there we go. Nope, I'm getting hit. This is so bad. This is even worse. This needs to die. I'm getting my ass kicked here. I shouldn't use any more anything because I'm gonna die anyways. Fuck. There we go. I'll release and then I'm gonna check my logs here. I did survive much longer. I know I saw a bolt hit me, so hold on. So let's see. You reflect mana scales Frostbolt. The fact that there are no flying book swarms that attack like crows is a missed opportunity. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would have loved to have seen that in here. That librarian boss should be Medivh for sure. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like those arcane explosions need dedicated interrupters. You can't interrupt them, or at least I wasn't able to. My kick didn't seem to work on them. There's no, since they can't be interrupted, there's no point. Trolls can berserk on affinity? What? I'm just gonna stick to the Sheen of Zanza. 3%. I'm losing a lot of HP doing that, but can't really. If I get hit by 3 mana bolts, that's a 3% chance of reflecting one of them, or what is it? 3% and 3%. What is 3% plus 3%? That's 6%. 6% chance of reflecting one of them. You can't interrupt. I've sat there and I've looked and I've watched and I've kicked at the exact right moment. The kick will look like it stops it, and then they'll go off anyways. So there's no interrupting their arcane explosions. we need to refresh the deadly. Whoops. Deadly corrosive, and we'll move up into range.
Five, four, three,
2, 1, fire. Where is this guy going? Holy shit. Next. I'm gonna eat one of these. You see that? That's his back. I'm facing his back. Okay. See, I kicked it. Didn't matter. 100%. Look, my kick is down. I know I hit it while that arcane explosion was going off. We saw the casting bar. It did nothing. And you can even see here, your kick hits mana scale lay seeker for 63. It didn't stop it. Arcane explosion hits for 3,587. Let's see if I reflected anything else. Mana scale lay seeker explosion hits you for 1888. 1888 resisted. Is that resist the sheen? Rip all these priests, indeed. Alright, we can watch the fight now. Here comes the wells. Oh, fire, fire. Fire has to, it has to be damaged by fire. Shock, fireball, flame shock, boom, 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 immolate. Oh, they did it! Yay! Yay! Alright, let me check through this log. If there's any other... No, nothing else to look at here. So I got the absorb from the arcane protection, and then I got a resist. Now, and that was a full resist. So I'm not sure if that was the sheen or what. And then I just got hit by two mana scale eruption. Oh wait, no, mana scale eruption, and then a arcane explosion. Those are two different things. Serpent Sting worked. Thunder Fury worked. Interesting. Just run away when you're already low. I know. You're right. I should run away if I get low, but the problem in that particular case was I got hit by something else, and so I was already half health when the arcane explosion started, and the arcane explosion is too fast to run away from if you're already in melee range. So I was gonna die there unless I got a magical resist or something off, or if Sheen somehow reflected it or something. But I really don't think it can reflect arcane explosions. Pathologically helpful? What the? Alright, Scott, whatever. Ooh. 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 The hero Germany. What the hell are you talking about? Oof, oof, oof. I'm just gonna leave Sheen up because we're gonna have to go kill a bunch of bears again. Oh boy. Designer of the original Warcraft game? Warcraft 3, level designer. Let's be clear. I also did some StarCraft trigger maps of the month, which you may or may not be familiar with. And I did the co-op campaign for StarCraft for the N64, which some people surprisingly knew about. Had no idea. Alright. We've got to rebuff all this shit. I'm gonna try magic resistance this time at the start. It's 3 minutes, but it'll last most of the early parts of the fight. It might get me some survival from a resist or two. There we go. I'm slowly transitioning into Albert Wesker. Wasn't Albert Wesker a scientist? I think this is on the same cooldown as the health stones, though. So that would not necessarily be great. I'm going to drink it on the pull timer and see what happens. That'll at least tell me what's going to... whether it's going to interfere with the health stones. I think they're on a separate timer, I'm not sure. I'm also going to watch the Sheen of Zanza and see if that's affected by this. They shouldn't impact each other, but I don't know. He also wanted to reshape the world to rid the world of all the inferior people. So basically, Magneto. I'm the one responsible for Stukov coming back? Yes, that's true. That became a plot point in StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. I had nothing to do with that. Where's that pull timer? They're gonna have a distracting shot go off on something in the back there. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Meh. Alright. Okay, so it got rid of my arcane. That's a 60-second timer. Hopefully we can...
5,
4, I forgot to
3,
my arcane protection potion. This is bad, actually. This is really bad. Alright, it won't matter too much. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm waiting for that. Ooh, oh, fuck. I'm just gonna heal up this time. Okay. He's dead. And this one? He just did his thing, so I should be able to get in there. Alright. He's casting where? Alright, I'm just gonna use a bunch of cooldowns. No, it's on me. Fuck. Alright. Nothing I can do about the Shadow Affinity, so we'll go back on the boss. Nope. 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 Fuck. He enraged because of the shadow didn't go down in time. Alright, let's just release. Ooh. Do you have the raid buffing spec as a rogue? I don't know at all. Can't see any raid buffs popping from you. No, I don't. That's subtlety. I am a fully geared rogues in Bone Scythe and King's Fall. It would be a waste to put me in the subtlety spec. It's, generally speaking, it's for a rogue who doesn't have high-end gear. Generally speaking. And, it's debatable how good the buffs are that they give. They are definitely useful. There's no shame in if you are a lower geared rogue doing it. But if you're a higher geared rogue, then you need to be probably in combat spec. And if you're a mid-geared rogue, you probably want to be in assassination. Kill the whelps. Yeah. By the time I thought about it, it was too late. I tried to sapper them, but they were already dead, so. How come you're raiding with this guild if you're wanting to be further progressed and serious? Because it's a casual guild and I enjoy it. I enjoy the people that I'm raiding with more than I would enjoy a sweatier guild screaming and yelling at each other and generally being mean. So I'd rather have a slower progression and have fun while doing it than I would go to a sweatier guild and hear people stressing and screaming at each other and being mad all the time. That's just my preference. So, you know, it's frustrating to not be progressing and getting to the later bosses, but we will get there eventually. And at the very least, the raids are firing, whereas they were not firing before. I'm on the hardcore end of the casual scale. That is true. I'm a little bit sweatier than the majority of the people in this guild, but I'm not nearly as sweaty as the mid-range people of a sweaty guild. I don't know if I should be using all these raid buffs at this point. Let's go with this. Apparently, apparently the boss targets the affinity, so you can actually see what affinity before it appears. That's interesting. That is interesting. Turtle has sweaty guilds. I thought the server was all about the slow and steady progression. No, there are definitely sweaty guilds. There's always a range of things on any server. Imagine trying to classify the human race. Aren't all humans X? Doesn't work. Can't get rid of the sweat when most likely the majority of those on TWO have played retail for years. Some sweat does come over, regrettably. Well, at the very least, they removed certain things like world buffs, for example. So you don't need those to raid because they're removed from you if you enter a raid. But I'll say this: even the sweatier guilds are more friendly than retail sweaty guilds. These are fine, so I don't need to rebuff that. Alright, we're gonna focus on keeping the Greater Arcane Protection Potion up because I think between that and the Sheen... Between that and the Sheen, we'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen the Sheen reflect the spell back and deal damage. Most sweaty guilds would go play retail? Probably. Probably. I wonder what would happen if Asmongold joined TWoW. Nothing good. I do not want him here. He's too much of a coward to do it anyways. He has a relationship with Blizzard. He wouldn't want to ruin that. Why is my daughter spamming me? My daughter's calling for help. I'm gonna go help her. Sorry, I have to end the stream right now.